What's up, everybody? Anton Crayley here from dropshiplifestyle.com. And in today's video, this episode of Dropship Weekly, I'm going to show you how easy it actually is to build a good-looking Shopify store. Now, you might have seen some videos on my channel that I've done over the past few months here on YouTube, where I reviewed different subscribers' stores. And there was a common theme, which is where a lot of them really needed a lot of work. They were kind of starting from a place that, required like a redesign. And the thing is, it's really not that complicated to build a good looking store. And I'm not saying to build the best looking store in the world, but one that people will actually go to, that they'll want to buy from, that they'll trust, and one that actually, flows and kind of works together. So in this video, it might be a little bit longer than the typical Dropship Weekly I put out. It's also going to be a big video in the sense that I'm currently using a 32-inch 4K monitor to record this because I want to have two sites side by side. So if you're watching this on mobile right now, if you're on your phone, make it widescreen. And if you're on a computer, I would recommend, setting aside some time, putting this into the highest quality setting you could choose on YouTube, and then making it full screen to watch through it. So with that being said, I'm going to take you through maybe 10 steps or so that you should go through if you want to build a good looking Shopify store, and kind of what it looks like inside of Shopify, because we also get a ton of questions here at Dropship Lifestyle from people that are like, hey, Anton, I want to sign up for your courses. I want to, learn how to use your business system, but I know nothing about web design. So how hard is Shopify? So you'll also see that in this video as well. So that being said, guys, let's get into this week's episode of Dropship Weekly. All right, so for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be literally cloning, recreating, whatever you want to call it, copying one of our existing demo stores for Dropship Lifestyle. So if you want to see that site yourself, go to happypawsdogstore.com. Again, that's on the screen right now. It's pulled up. So if you want to do what I'm doing now and what I'm going to take you through, just know that I'm copying one of our sites. I don't recommend going out there and copying someone else's site, but I'm going to show you, again, like how this was created. And quick side note that I do think is important, this website, happypawsdogstore.com, this demo site of ours, I didn't create this because I don't work in Shopify. We build Shopify stores, but our designer does all of it. So this is coming to you as someone who hasn't actually built a site in Shopify myself, because again, our designer does it in years, and I still think, it's very intuitive. So you'll see. But let's get back to the training, right? And it all starts with step one, right? What's step one? You have to actually sign up for Shopify. So Shopify is my favorite e-commerce platform by far. It's the only one we've been using since probably like 2013. So we've been with them for a while. You can just go to shopify.com to sign up for them. But if you want to go through our affiliate link, which by the way, I will earn a commission on if you sign up through this. So full disclosure, if you want to do that though, I'll earn money, which is awesome, but you also get an extended free trial. So 21-day free trial instead of 14, and you save 10% off for your first year. So it's a win-win. But to sign up for Shopify, again, you can go to shopify.com/dropshiplifestyle. And I'm going to sign up for a new account. I'm going to take a 21-day free trial to build this store. So let me do that now. Okay, set a password. And I'll just call this Happy Paws Test. And then I'll go ahead and click Create Your Store. And then Shopify does their thing where they're basically going to, preload all of the normal settings that you would get. And if you don't know what Shopify is yet, while it does its thing, basically it's the back end, right? It's the back end and front end of your business. So they allow you to build the website, what customers will see when they go to it. And they also allow you to do things like accept payments from customers and manage orders and literally run your whole business. Like it does everything for your e-commerce store. But let's see, what's it's asking? Are you already selling online? I'm going to say for now, I'm just playing around because this is a demo store. And what is your current revenue? This is a demo store, so I'm going to put 0, and then I'll go to next. And I'll zoom ahead because I'm going to fill this all out, and you don't need to watch me fill out a bunch of forms. All right, and there we have it. So I filled out that form and then it brings me to this screen. And this is really everything. This is where you control the entire experience that your customer is gonna see on the front end of your website. And this is, again, where orders come in through, where you upload shipping options and tax options and how to select payments, and it's all done through here. So it does say, I'm on the trial now because I just signed up for a free trial. I am not gonna select a paid plan because this is just for this video, but that's step one, right? Sign up. Now you have your Shopify account. Didn't ask for a credit card or anything like that. Okay, so when you sign up, you get those 21 days, no credit card required to go in there and mess around and learn it. So keep that in mind. But now it's time for step two. Okay, so step one is sign up. Step two is to actually put a theme on your Shopify store. Now you could think of a theme as, maybe call it like a blueprint or a pattern. So it's gonna be what the layout will look like of your site. And then once you have that theme or that layout or that blueprint, however you wanna think of it, from there you could start filling in your own images, your own text, your own colors, but you have to start with a theme. So again, your site has something, so it looks like something, right? So when you come in to Shopify and you see all these things in the left navigation, you can go ahead and click Online Store. And when you click that, it says themes. Now, by default, it gives you a theme called Debut, and you can use that one if you want to. It's fine. I'll go to preview, and this is what the site looks like. So this is the site, again, with the template, the blueprint, the theme, however you want to refer to it, with nothing on there, basically just with filler. So I'm not going to use this theme, but I wanted to show you how you would choose a theme, okay? When you're in the theme section, you can go through here where it says explore the free themes or visit theme store, because what's cool is there's a lot of developers. I was actually just at a Shopify developer conference, and there's a lot of people putting a lot of time into making all of these themes here. And if you go through and you see any you like, some of them cost money, like this one's free, this one's free, this one's $180. So go through, check it out. If you see one you like, you literally just choose it through here. You could try it, you could view the demo, you could buy it, and then it will add it to your store. And then this template, right, the store, our store, would change to look like whatever theme we bought. Now, I'm gonna show you how to actually do this with the Dropship Lifestyle Shopify theme, because that is what this demo store is built on, the one that we're cloning. So if you're a member of Dropship Lifestyle, just go into your members area, click into the Dropship Blueprint, go into module 3, and then go into module 3.1. This is where you have the download link for the theme. So I'm just gonna download it here myself. And okay, I got the theme. Then I'm gonna come back here to my Shopify admin, and I'm gonna click here for upload theme. Okay, so I'm gonna click upload theme, choose file. Where is it? It's in my downloads, and DSL theme 6.1. Click open, click upload, and then we wait. Okay, so side note that might get you stuck, when you upload a new theme, right, it's gonna be down here and it's not gonna switch to your default theme by default. You'll have to click this actions, and then you can click publish. So I'm gonna click publish, and let's see, the password page is enabled, that's fine. And then you'll see here this switched, right? Now my current theme is the Dropship Lifestyle 6.1 themes. Now if I come back here to our store preview and I refresh it, let's do a refresh, Apple R. Now this is the template of the Dropship Lifestyle theme. So if you look on the left right now, it's my left, I think it'll be your left when this is published as a video, but if you look on my left, this is the Dropship Lifestyle demo store, right? happypawsdogstore.com, and that's built on the same theme on the right, but as you can see, the theme on the right is still just blank. It needs us to put stuff there because there's it's a starting point, right? So that's how you could think of themes. Now that's step two. Get your theme installed. Step one, sign up. Step two, install a theme. The next step would be to actually choose a domain name. Now, I'm not going to put a real domain name on this store because it's not going to ever be published. It's just for you to see in this video. But just so you know, when you sign up for Shopify, that first step that I showed you where I was choosing a store name, it adds that before my Shopify. So this demo store right now is called happypawstest.myshopify.com. And every Shopify store you sign up for will have the store name you chose .myshopify.com, which is fine for when you're playing around. But if you're gonna launch this as a real store, you don't want it to have .myshopify.com because that's not professional. You wanna have a real domain name. Like the one on the left is happypawsdogstore.com. So when you are picking your domain name, you simply just have to come in here, and then under online store, you see it says domains. Click that, and you can click either buy a new domain or you can connect an existing domain. So if you have a domain name that you like, you could just add it here. Or again, you could buy one through Shopify. It's super cheap. I think it's like, I don't know. I'm not going to buy it, but I'll do like Anton's. Yeah. $14 per year, 14 US dollars per year for a .com. And by the way, if you need any advice or help with how to actually name a store and how to choose a domain name, because it is important, I will link up the previous episode of Dropship Weekly I did where I talk about how to pick domain names. So super relevant right now, but I will link to that. So again, if I was actually building this as a real store I was going to launch, I would go ahead and buy my domain name right now, and I would do it through Shopify just because it makes it easier and it's just all in the same place when you buy through here. Now, once you do that, you're going to want to start to create collections. You could think of collections as categories. So if you come over to our demo store here, you'll see on the top, people can go to beds and mats, carriers and strollers, crates and kennels, dog doors, gates and fences, right? Basically different product types, different categories. Shopify, the terminology they use for this is collections. So because I'm cloning the store, I want to actually make these collections on my new demo store. So to do that, you're going to come up here in the left and you're going to click products. We'll give it a second to load. And then when it does, you're going to come down to collections. Now here, there's just one collection right now, which is the homepage. I'm going to make all of these. So I'm going to just click into one of the sections now so I can grab these all easily. So let me click into bestsellers. And then I'm going to just copy and paste here. I'm going to take beds and mats. And then up here, you'll see it says create collection. So I'm going to click create collection. And then I'm going to name it beds and mats. And I'm not going to go through all these settings in detail for you now. That's what our Shopify video course and Dropship Lifestyle is for. But just know I just made this collection here. And then I'm going to click save. And then conditions are not valid. I'll just do manual for now. And then I'll save collection. And then I'm going to come back here, collections. And I'll let you could watch me do a few of these, and then I'll fast forward again because you don't need to see all of this for every single one, because it's the same process. Just create collection. Again, collections equal categories. I'll call this that. I'll make it manual. I'll click save. Do dog doors. Collections. Create collections. Dog doors. Save. And I'm going to do these other 4 right now, so I'll skip ahead and you'll see me when it's all done. Okay, so now as you can see in my collection list of the new store, I have all of the actual product categories, but I also want to add the price categories, so people can shop by price. So those are also collections, and to do those, pretty much the same process. You just go to create collection, and I'll call this one, we'll call it under 100. And then for this one, we'll leave it as an automated one, and it'll have to meet all conditions, which is product price is less than 100 US dollars. And I'll go ahead and save collection. And again, I just wanted to show you how you do the pricing ones. So I'll skip ahead again, but I'll do one more now. We'll do the 100 to 200. So I'll do 100 to 200. And what's cool about these is because they are set up as automated, or as, what do they call it? Yeah, automated. It will just pull in the products automatically once we get to the product upload spot. So you don't have to do this, over and over and over again for each product. You do it once and then it'll do it forever for you, for every new product you upload. So product price is greater than 100. Product price is less than 200. And we will go ahead and save it. And I'll go ahead and I'll do the other ones now, and then we'll skip ahead again. Okay, so now you'll notice we have all of our actual product categories, collections set up, and our filter by price options. Now you'll see on the actual demo store over here that it does have shop by brand. Don't worry about that yet. We are going to do that, but it's not done through here. The one thing though we are going to do while we're working in collections is get these collections set up. Okay, you'll see on the homepage, we have bestsellers, staff picks, and on sale now. So I'm going to actually create those collections because we need them to put on our homepage and to show off. So we'll start here with bestsellers, and I'll just make this manual for now, and I'll save it. Okay, collections, create collection, staff picks. And again, if I was actually, doing this right now for a real store, these descriptions would be filled out. The SEO section would be completed, but just showing you the simplest way possible to get something set up that functions and looks good. So come back here and we'll do one more collection, which is on sale now. On sale now, do it manual, and click save. So at this point, we have all the collections. I'm pretty sure, we might have to backtrack later, but I'm pretty sure that's all the collections we're gonna need to clone this site. So now that we have them set up, it's time for the next step, which is uploading products. So if you already have suppliers, if you already have CSVs of products, then have at it. For the purpose of this, I'm just gonna upload some demo products. And to do that, all you have to do is go to products, all products, and then you could just add products. And again, if you have a CSV, an Excel sheet, and you want to import them, you could do it that way, but I'm just going to go ahead and add them just manually for now, again, for the purpose of this video. So let's go ahead and get this one set up. And by the way, no matter what it is you're selling, it really is this easy to upload something. So I'm just going to take the product name, I'm going to take the product description, and then here, vendor, that is what is the brand, right? So vendor equals brands. So let's go ahead and, does this one have one? Pet gear expedition, pet stroller. So let me take that and I'm gonna add it. And then I'm gonna add this to travel, to that category. I think this is a travel product. So then, see, because I had those collections already, you could just search through them here on the actual product page and click which one you want it to be in, and then you could tag it as whatever you wanted to. But again, I'm not going to do all that now. What I am going to do is save this image, and then I'm going to put it on this page. So I'm just going to click Upload Image. I'll just drag it over here. And there's our image. And then for the price, it's $199. So I'll put that here at price. And then come down here. Yes, it's physical product. And again, I'm not going to do variants or anything like that for now. I just want to show you like the basics of how to get this stuff created. So now that we have that set up, let's do view. And this is what the product looks like on the new site, right, by default, before we did anything. So as you can see, though, we're making progress, right? We're getting there. Now we have a site that has a product that has collections. I'm going to upload some more products, but again, I'm going to fast forward in the video because you don't need to see that. And I'll be back shortly when we move on to the next step. All right, so I am back, and as you can see on our new demo store, we now have all of the products, the demo products, uploaded to the site. So the next step, now that we have our products up, is adding pages and posts. So on our original demo store, again, you'll see the quick links section in the footer, and that goes to things like our About Us page, our price guarantee, shipping and returns, privacy policy, contact us. Those are all considered pages. They're not product pages, they're just considered pages in Shopify. Posts are blog posts. So if I come back to the home page and I scroll down here, you could see these 3 blog posts. Okay, so posts are blog posts, pages are content that's not a product. So the way you set that up is, again, pretty simple. Right now I am, again, in the Shopify dashboard, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna click here for online store, and then I'm going to do the pages first. So I'm going to click pages, and then I'll just start with the About Us page. So I'll click add page, and as you can see, it's very, it's very simple. It's very straightforward. Like, you don't need to be technical at all. Again, I haven't built one of our own stores in years. Our designer's been doing it for a long time, and I still can just log in here and like click around and you could find stuff. And that's why, again, just sign up for a 21-day free trial, because why not? Just play around with it and you'll figure it out. But I'm going to go to the About Us page now, and I'll just get our copy from here. So I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to paste it here in the content box. I'm going to click save, and then I will check out this page and see what it looks like. So let's come up here, we'll go view page. I'll do it in a new tab. And now we have our About Us page. Okay, not bad. And I'll just keep going. So I'll come back here. Let me start closing some of these. We're getting too many pages. I'll go pages. I will make a new page, and I'll do the price guarantee. Copy that. Paste it there for the title. Ooh, got some extra stuff I don't want. Copy this. And so on and so on. So again, I'm going to skip ahead because I'm going to copy a few more pages. You don't need to see it, but you get the point, right? Pretty easy to get your pages set up on your site and to edit them should you want to edit them. Okay, so we're in the future and the pages are set up. So at this point, quick recap of what we've covered. We've signed up for Shopify, we've chosen a theme and uploaded it, we've built our collections, we've uploaded our products, we've added pages, and part of the same step, should you want to have a blog, is uploading the actual blog posts. So I'm going to go ahead and, again, really simply, I'm going to click blog posts. Now, one thing to note is that before you make a blog post, Shopify wants you to actually make a blog, or you have to call it something. So this one is called news. If you want to change it to whatever, you could have multiple blogs on your site. That is confusing to people at first sometimes, but doesn't have to be. I'll just leave it as news for now. But again, you could have as many different blog titles as you wanted. So I'm going to get started, and let me come back here to the home page. I think we have 3 blog posts on this site. Yeah, so I'll just start with the first one. So I'll open it in a new tab, and yeah, it's not really, as you could tell, a built-out blog post, because this is a demo store also, but just to show you how it's done. And actually, let me get it here. Yeah, do read more. And I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. And as you can see, like, this is a normal, what you see is what you get editor. So if you wanted to put images in it, videos, whatever, you could do that all right here and just upload them into it. Again, for SEO purposes here, if you click edit SEO, if I was really doing this for a real site, this would all be optimized as well. Something we're not going to talk about now, but something to keep in mind if you're doing this on your real site. The other thing I'll say is, you see this image here, right? Like, this is a featured image. And right now I haven't uploaded any featured images for anything. I do want to do that because obviously I want to have images. So I'm trying to clone this website. So one way to do it is to have your own images created, from yourself. One way to do it is to get images from your supplier. One way to do it is get images from stock image sites or Google royalty-free image search. There's tons of ways to get images, but since I'm cloning this website, I want these exact images. So I'm going to use a Chrome extension that I would highly recommend you get just to have, because it's useful. It's called Image Downloader. And again, you have to be having this screen pretty big to see this right now. But on the top right, I have of Google Chrome, I have my extensions, and I'm going to click Image Downloader. And what this does is pulls all the images from the page. So I'm going to click Select All, and then I'm going to click Download. And let's see, the download location, downloading option is checked. Are you sure you want to do this? Yes. Okay, so right now, again, this is downloading all of these images from this page so that I can go ahead and just use them. And let me just make sure we have the page set up right. Yeah, okay, cool. I haven't used it on this computer, so I wanted to make sure everything's working. But now I have all the images on my computer, so let me come in here and I will go into my downloads folder and downloads, and let me make this bigger. And let me find that featured image. Where is that dog? Here he is. See the one? Yes, it's this guy. So then I'm just going to drag this over here, and then I'm going to click save. And there you go. Then we have one blog post created, blog post, demo blog post. This isn't something I would actually put on one of our real sites, but let's do this next one. And I'll click add blog post, take the title, take the copy. Oh, don't need all that. And then the image is that black lab. So where is he? Right here. Drag him over, click save. And just one more with this, what is he, a Boston Terrier? I think so. So I'm going to come back into blog posts. I'm going to add the next blog post, and it's going to be how to keep your dog from escaping. Okay. Take all the copy. Paste. Find that image. Dog in the window. Where are you? Here he is. Okay. And then I'm going to click save. So cool. So now we have both our pages right here, pages set up, along with our 3 blog posts created. So with that being said, we're going to just keep moving forward, and we're going to get to step 7 already, which is creating menus. So menus are basically structures of what things look like. So where it says down here, happy pause, search, bestseller, staff picks, quick links, about us, price guarantee, shipping and returns, those are menus. So you choose what pages, products, collections, whatever you want to be associated with different menus so that you could show them in different places on your website. Now, to do that, all you're going to do is stay in online store and you're going to click in navigation. And in here, you could start making your different menus. So I'll just do add menu and we'll call this one, this will be happy pause, and then add menu item. And this will be search. And this is cool too. So like it makes it really easy. Again, like literally anyone could figure this out if you spend enough time clicking around. But what I'm doing right now is copying this menu down here. So I wanted to have search. So there's search. Then I want to have, what do we have next? Best sellers. So I want to have best sellers, link, collections, best sellers. I'm not going to do any filtering right now. Then we have staff picks. Staff picks. Then we have top rated and on sale now. So I'll do those quick. Did I not create top rated? Thought I did. All right, so I didn't create that one yet, so I'll skip that one, and we'll just do we'll do on sale now. Cool. Then I'm going to go ahead and just click Save Menu. Now, that is one of my menus. And what's cool is you can have as many menus as you want because this next one, Quick Links, again, that's a separate menu. So what I would do again is click Add Menu, and then I would name this one Quick Links. And then I would start adding them, right? So about us. About us. So these are all different pages from our website that are already there. I'll just add one more in and then I'll zoom ahead a bit so you don't have to watch me do this over and over. Again, a lot of this work, this is the reason I don't do it myself a lot, is because it's just very, very repetitive. And honestly, there's a lot of people like our designer that are that are much better than me at it, I should say. But if you're just looking for the basics, I mean, you don't need to outsource this. You don't need to hire anyone. You don't need to spend 10 grand to have a website built like many companies will charge you, because again, make your money first and then reinvest it into the next level of web design and automation and whatnot. But at first, just go ahead and do it yourself, just like I'm doing now. That's definitely what I'd recommend. But we'll skip ahead once I have these created, and then I'll see you guys in, well, just a second for you. All right, so I am back, and as you can see now, things are definitely starting to come together. We have all of our menus set up. These menus at this point aren't associated anywhere. If I wanted to, or if you wanted to, again, you can keep adding as many menus as you wanted. I created our main menu, one that's going to be in our footer to show off like our main navigation links, and then our sort by price option, as well as our quick links. Quick links, not click links, quick links. But with that being said, like the store at this point, I'll show you, still doesn't look like anything. I'll pull it up here in a new tab. So even though we've been doing all this work, right, uploading these demo products, making collections, writing the blog posts, the homepage is still nothing. It's still generic with nothing done to it yet, because now we have to set this. Now we can start to customize the theme with everything that we just did. So that is really the next step, what I would call step 8. It's implementing theme customizations. So I'll take you through this whole process, obviously, but what you're going to want to do is come back to your Shopify admin, and then you're going to go back to themes. So under online store, click themes, and then what you're going to want to do is click customize next to whatever your current theme is. Before I go into this, just know that different themes have different things you can customize. That's one thing that's awesome about the Shopify theme store. Again, we're using the Dropship Lifestyle Shopify theme right now because we had it built for speed and to have everything built in for conversion that we want to use. So it just makes sense for us. But if you use a different theme, when you're doing what I'm doing now and clicking customize, things will look different. Okay, so keep that in mind. There'll be different options. There'll be some different things to move around and whatnot. So I'm going to start at the top, but what you'll see now, right? Let me come to the homepage over here. But what you'll see now on the right side on the demo store is, again, what we see if we just go to the URL of the new store. So we're going to start at the top with header. So I'm going to click that. And again, you can see how simple this stuff actually is. But for the logo, it's asking me to upload a logo image. Now, if I was building a new store, obviously I would have a logo created. Our designer would do it for me, for us, for our team, for our websites. You could use, 99designs.com. You can use Fiverr. You could have a friend do it. You could do it yourself, whatever. But again, since I'm recreating the website on the side, I am just going to upload the image from the website on the side. So let's see here. If I go into this, where is the logo? We'll give it a second. And there you go. Our site has a logo. Done. Click, I'll X out of that. And then, oh, nope, should have clicked save. It was this one. Select. And then this is where I have the other options for everything in the header, right? So how wide do you want it to be? I'll just leave it at 400. We don't have a real phone number here, so I'm not going to add one. Here it says have a question. Here it says have a question, call us. So again, don't have to be technical. I'm sure anyone could type this, right? Have a question, call us. There's our hours. Now here's where our menus start coming into play, right? So if I wanted a different menu to show here where it says homes, beds and mats, carriers and strollers, dog doors, etc., I could change that menu from right here where it says change. And if I click that, I'll just show you, I could choose any of the menus that I just created. So that's how you could choose which of your menus you want to be displayed there. Pretty cool, right? Like I love it. It makes it super simple. Now, the next thing that I'll show you how to change is the announcement bar. So this here, add your announcement here, is where you could do different things like promotions, site-wide promotions and whatnot. You could show off new products, new categories, whatever. I'm just going to say this is a Dropship Lifestyle demo store. So just like this one, I'll copy this text and I'm going to put it here. And then what I want to do is change the color of this bar because, again, I'm trying to clone this site. So here's another cool Chrome extension that I would highly recommend. Let me see what it's called. Colorzilla. And I'll link to that below this YouTube video as well. But Colorzilla, all you have to do is install it. Then you can click pick color from this page. And then when you hover over different things, it gives you the code, the hex code of that color. So I'm going to click that. And then this right here, this F2D thing is the color code. So I just copied that. And now I can go here on the right side and I can use that code, the color code, and then boom, now I have that color, and now my bar here matches my bar here. The text on the side on the left is black, so I'm going to click text. I'm just going to drag it to black, and there you go. Now we have a matching notification bar. And as you can see, I didn't have all of the different navigations here in my homepage menu, but whatever, that is fine. What I'll do now is I'll just save it so we don't lose the work, and then I will go back. And then we'll go into the slideshow, right? Which is the next thing, because now we have our whole top of the site built up. Let's do the slider. So I'll click slideshow and I can choose my images. So I'm going to delete this because we're actually only using one image. So here is like a filler one. I'll expand that and I will click remove content. And then we only have one slide, which is perfect. That's what we want. I will select the image. I will upload the image. And remember, I downloaded all of these from this site with the plugin I showed you earlier. So I should have it in here. I do. It's called slide 1. So go ahead, select it. There it is. I will click select. Now I don't need text on top of that, but if you were to upload, let's just say, an image like this and you didn't have text on top of it, you could actually type in here like the text you want, but we don't need that because this has text. We added text in Photoshop. So to put a link, this is going to to dog cages. So, I could just put here cages. Did we have cages? The crates? Whatever collection or product or anywhere you wanted to link it to, you can do that there. And then I will go ahead and I will click save. So we don't lose that. And then we are going to keep moving. So let me just come back here now and refresh the site, right? So it went from this to this, as you can see, moving right along, right? Again, not the best site in the world yet, but this has been a 25-minute process so far, and I have something that looks like this. And again, when you compare this to some of the sites people wanted me to review, just even the functionality is a lot cleaner and crisper. So I want everyone to get some big takeaways here. But the next thing that we want to do here is our collections. So let me come here, and I'm going to go back again, and this is featured collections. Oh, let me come back here. It's actually not featured collections, it's collections. So here I'm going to change this, select collection, and I want it to be bestsellers. So I'm going to click bestsellers, I'll click select. The next one we want to be staff picks. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to select collection, and I'm going to do, where is it? Oh, that's the one I didn't have staff picks. So, oh, I did. There it is, staff picks. Got it. And then the next one is going to be, let me just move these, drag and drop. Literally couldn't be easier. The last one is going to be on sale now. Here we have that. Click select and click save. Now you're probably noticing, and you know what, I don't want any text here for the header, so I'm going to just delete that and it'll pull it up. You're probably noticing, like, Anton, where are the images here? And yeah, good point. And that's one thing that I just realized when I uploaded these collections earlier, I didn't put images. So let me show you how to do that. I'm going to come back, right? This is all saved. Let's make sure. Yes. Okay, good. I'm going to come back to my admin, and then I'm going to go back into my collections. So I'm going to click products. I'm going to click collections, and then I'm going to go to, let's see, open bestsellers. I will open, where's staff picks? Open staff picks, and I'll open on sale now. And then for bestsellers, I will click upload image. And these images that I put here are going to be the ones that are associated with these collections. So these are the images that will then appear on the home page. So I'll show you what that looks like in a second once we get these up. But do that, okay. And then what's the next one? Next one we have staff picks, and staff picks is that little black and white dog, so I'll find him. Where is he? Here he is. Nope, this guy. And I'll save it. And then we have one more for the on sale now, and that was the little terrier. Cool. Open that, save it, and now that I associated products with these collections, when I refresh it, this should all show those images I just uploaded. So let's see. There you go. Now you'll notice that these also have this weird like blue tint or blue, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I guess tint over them. So we're going to get rid of that right now, right? We'll get back to work. But just know at this point, this is what our site currently looks like, the new one, right? On the right. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to go back to online store. I'm going to go back to themes. I'm going to go to customize. And then we're going to mess with this section because it's not how we want it to look right now. So to mess with this section and control these like colors on top and whatnot, you'll see up top of the Shopify admin, we have sections, then we have theme settings. We're going to click into theme settings because this is where you can choose things like colors and whatnot. Again, super easy, but I'm going to go into colors, and what I'm looking for right now is the image overlay. And that is right here. So see, it says image overlay and the opacity is 6. Just turn it to 0, but let me see if I turn background to white. Okay, we don't want that. Let's just make opacity 0 so that we could see the whole thing. There you go. Now the text, as you can see, the images now don't have a color overlay, and they do the same thing as these images, which is great, but we want the text to be, it's like a light gray color. So I'll just drag this down here. I'm not going to do the actual color code for this one, but I'll choose that color for the image overlay text, and then I will save it. So there's obviously in this settings section, right? Colors, typography, which is your font, your social media pages, like it's all in there as far as design stuff. I'll go through them one by one in a little while, but that's, you know, how you change it. Again, it's pretty simple. Now, let me come back here to the actual website and refresh it. And you'll see that this changes now to match the actual site. Let me also zoom out a bit because this one is zoomed in more, which is why it looks so much bigger. But now we have the header matches. Now we have our homepage image slider matches. Now we have the free featured collections there. Now we want to do this featured collection section to match these right here. So what I'm going to do is come back to my admin, and then I'm going to go to sections. And remember, sections are the whole site layout. And what I'm looking to do is recreate these 3 boxes right here. Now, there are a few different ways of doing this, right? It could be different sections that Shopify already has available to you, but we did it on this demo site, the one on the left. We did do it with custom HTML. So I'm going to just use that HTML just so you could see that that's possible as well. This is where, if at all things seem overwhelming or confusing, it might be because this is custom code, but it's like the most basic form of HTML there is. And I promise you, whether you're 14 years old or 80 years old, this is something you can learn quickly. And you honestly don't even have to. You can learn quickly if you would want to. So let me show you how we do this one. So this is called custom content. So I'm going to actually X out of here again. And then I'm going to go to add section, and then I'm looking for custom content. So here we have it, advanced layout, custom content. And with this, it basically means you could do whatever you want with it. So I'm going to add it, and then I am going to come over here and I'm going to copy the HTML code that I have on another screen right now. So I'm going to remove these because I don't want this section. So I will do remove content. I don't want that image. So I'm going to do remove content, and then I'm going to do add content, and I'm going to do custom HTML. Now let me go ahead and grab the code right here, and then I'm going to paste it. Now, remember, I'm doing 3, right? I'm doing side by side by side. So I'm going to change the container width to 33% because 33 times 3 is 99, which is almost 100, which is what I'm looking for. So again, this isn't something you have to do, but I do want to show you because I am copying this other site that we built, and that's how we built it. So I want people to also understand that custom HTML is very possible to do on a Shopify store. So if you're a little more advanced and you want to do something that you don't see as a default option, then you could just use this little, I don't want to call it a hack, but this little trick to throw in whatever you wanted. So I'm gonna do the last one here. And then we have our three side by side. I'm gonna delete where it says custom content because we don't need that there. And then I'm gonna save, again, so we don't lose it. I'm gonna go back here. And so just like everything else is drag and drop, you'll see right now, this right here where I'm moving my mouse around, where it says custom content, that's this thing I just created. I don't want it there though, right? I want it at the bottom. I want it up top under these 3 things. So I'm going to click it, and then I'm just going to drag it. And then you can see here, like Shopify gives you this overview of where it is on the page. I'm going to put it, boom, right under my collection list. So I'm going to click save, and I'm going to come back to our demo store overview page, or demo store homepage, demo store number 2 homepage, I guess. Then I'm going to refresh it, and you'll see this is going to change here. Boom. So it changed. Now we are really making progress, right? Because again, look on the left, this is the original demo site that I'm cloning. And on the right, this is where we're at now. It's really getting there. So the next section that we're going to add is the best sellers. And again, this all falls under what I would call theme customization. But what I'm going to do here is look for, we have we have the custom content we just built, that section. The next one is the featured collection. So I'm going to call this best sellers, and then I'm going to select the collection, and I want that to be best sellers. And then we have 8 products there, so we'll keep it as 8 products, 4 across by 2. That works, and then I'm going to click save. Now, what you're probably realizing is there's no products in there. And yes, that's partially because we haven't sold any products yet, but it's also because when I made that best-selling category, I didn't put anything in there. So what if you're launching a new store and your bestseller section is empty also, which it will be, right? Well, you'll simply go to your Shopify admin. So I'm going to come back here. I am going to go back to products. I'm going to go back to collections. I'm going to go to bestsellers, and then down, we'll give it a second to load. But here I can add products to it. So again, just for the purpose of this, I'm going to select eight random products. So what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm going to click save, and then when I come back to my homepage, now this section should update with those 8 products. Done. So now again, it's really coming along, right? Like, and again, not that hard. It's real work. There is a learning curve. You do have to click around a lot, but we're getting very close to replicating this site. Now, the next thing that I want to do is add in this banner. Now, this banner, if you want one like this, again, our designer made this. She makes them for all of our stores. If you want one like this, you could make it yourself. You could use a website like canva.com. You could use Fiverr. You could use 99 Design. There's plenty of places, but I'm going to go ahead and put this on our site. So I'm going to go back to themes. I'm going to go back to customize. I'm going to stay in sections, and I want another image with text overlay. So I'm going to take this at the bottom because we're not using it, and I'm going to drag it under the best selling section we just put up. And let's see, we don't need two of them. So I'm going to delete one. I'm going to come in and I'll just do remove section. And then I'll go to this one. And I'm going to select image because this is an image, remember? And then I'm going to do upload. And I should have it from the file download I did before. Yep, right here. So click OK. I will select it. Select. And then again, if I wanted to, I could have extra text overlaying it. But because we had it put on in Photoshop, we don't need that. So I'm just going to delete it. And we'll keep it this size, medium, and where do we want it to link to? If we had a special promotion page like a collection, the on sale one, it would probably go to that. Again, depends on what promotions you're doing at what time of the year. So we have on sale now. I'll just make it go there. Then I will click save. Then I will come back to our store. I will refresh it, and you'll see it down here. There you go. Boom. So we're really getting there, guys. And as you can see, our theme, the Dropship Lifestyle Shopify theme, also has a section for testimonials. Now, obviously, it's a new store, so we don't have any yet. So this testimonial section, I'm just going to click remove section. Then the next thing is a logo list where you share the brands that you're selling for. Again, I'm not going to do that now, so I'm just going to click remove section. What I am going to use is this blog post section, right? Because we do have the blog posts. So I'll click that, and then I could choose the blog, which is news. We do want that. So let me click change and see if I have to update it here to make sure it pulls them in. I will click select and scroll down. And it's not showing them right now, and it should be, so that must mean I did something wrong. So let's go troubleshoot it together, right? I will come back here and I will go to our admin panel, and I'm gonna go back to the blog post that we just created before to see why, to see what I did wrong. Goes, hey, maybe you're gonna make the same mistake, right? So let's go online store, we'll go to blog posts, and here are, I had to click themes, click blog posts, and hidden. Okay, I mean, that's why they're all hidden. So I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna change it from hidden to visible. I will click save, and I'm just gonna do that for all of them. So that one is visible now, good. This one is visible, and we'll do the last one. Yeah, the good news is, like, when things aren't working, or when you, like, I don't know, when you don't see something like where it should be, it's usually as simple as that, like, oh, I didn't click that button. But what should happen now when I refresh this page, right? It should have the actual blog post. So let's see, I'm gonna refresh it. And there you go, blog posts. So now we have blog posts here, we have blog posts here. And now what we could do is start messing with the footer, because as you could see, I mean, we're almost there, right? We have like the same header. We have all of our different collections. We have our different featured categories. We have our best sellers. We have our promotion bar. We have our blog posts. Now the only thing that's really different is our footer down here. So let's come back into our store, and I'll go back here, and then we're gonna go into the footer. Now, I'm not gonna mess with SEO again, but this is where you could put in the different menus. See, it says on the bottom here, footer 1, footer 2, and contact us. I'm gonna change footer 1 to happy pause so it matches that. So let me come in here, type in happy pause. Then I'm gonna click change menu, and I'm gonna choose the happy pause menu that I created earlier. Then when I click select, you'll see it changed, right? Now this matches this site. Then for footer 2, which is this one, I'm gonna change that to quick links, and then I'm gonna click change, and I'm gonna select quick links. There you go. Now for the contact us, I'll leave it as is because it's not a real contact us section, obviously. And yeah, I mean, you could have it show your payment options, which you should. You should have the newsletter promo down there. For the SEO text and whatnot, you can go ahead and, I'll put what we have here. So I'll just copy this and I'll paste it. There we go. That replaced that. We have our phone number. We have really, I mean, everything that we need at this point. So we'll come back into theme settings here, and this is where you have like your social media links. So if you have your Twitter page, your Facebook page, you know, all of that, you could put it there. If you're not using Snapchat for your dog store, which you're probably not, you can go ahead and just delete them. And, you know, whichever ones you're not using, no need to be there, right? And by default, they'll all be to Shopify's website, so you definitely will want to change that. But then what I'll do is I'll just come back here, and then I'll show you here in theme settings, right? So again, we have sections, then we have theme settings. There's some things that you probably noticed like on this site that are different. And one of them is the typography, for example, like the fonts are all different. So I just went to colors, but for that, I would just click typography. And then here it has all different fonts. I'm the worst when it comes to fonts, so I don't know which font we used. But, you know, if you are too, then go ahead and you can click through. You know, click through all of them. It'll update on your site so you could see how different fonts look. Like obviously that's not the same font that's used here. I think it looks fine, but again, that's not my specialty. I'm not good at design, so I'll just pick a random one. We'll go with this one, and then I will click save. And as you can see, everyone, you know, this is pretty much the same site that's right here on the left. Let me come back here so you could actually see it in action. All right, I'll come back here and I'll refresh it. Pretty much the same site, and did not take long. So for anyone that's thinking like, you know, should I use Shopify, or I don't think I'm technical at all, so can I even do this? Can I pull it off? I mean, the answer is definitely yes. There are some things, you know, without a doubt, like if you need help with images, if you need a logo designed and stuff like that, or you need help with color schemes, like all that stuff we could help with, we could do for you at Dropship Lifestyle. But the point is, like from a technical perspective and actually clicking around in the back end, I mean, what did we just spend? 40 minutes or so together? And you know, someone, again, I'm not a designer. I'm the least technical person there is. And as you could see, it's pretty much what you see is what you get, editors. It's drag stuff to upload. And honestly, it's like easier than using Microsoft Excel or Word. So I do think anyone could use Shopify. A few more things that we'll go through, like if I was actually going to launch this right now, right? If I actually wanted to start sending traffic and getting sales, I would come back in here, and let me just come back, and I would go, I'm saved. Okay, good. And I'll come back to my admin, and I would start doing my actual settings, like things that, you know, mattered for money. So you want to set up all your different preferences for your site. You want to add your Google Analytics code so you could track what people are doing when they're there. You want to add your Facebook pixel so you could remarket to people. You want to remove the password from your store, which, by the way, if you do that, you do need to sign up for a plan. So choose a plan. I recommend the $29 a month one. Settings down here is where you do things like set up taxes if you're going to be charging them, where you set up your checkout experience. If you're going to charge for shipping, you do it all in here. How you're going to accept payments on your sites. Honestly, it's all very, very straightforward. And again, I'm not saying there's not going to be a learning curve. I'm not saying, you know, it just comes out of thin air, but you know, when you're setting up your settings, it really is as simple as clicking settings, payment providers. And then as you saw, I just set up for this demo. I signed up for this demo account. Shopify has something built in called Shopify Payments, which you can use to charge basically anyone from anywhere in the world, and they deposit that money right into your bank account. So if this was a real store, I would literally click complete account setup, and within a few minutes be able to accept money. Same thing with PayPal, same thing with Amazon Pay, and it's not hard. So again, the other thing to consider is with shipping, are you going to charge for shipping? Are you not? But once you have that answer for your own business, then you come in here and you can go through shipping, and you could set up where you want to ship to, how you want to charge for it, you know, how much it costs, which shipping services you want to use. It's all literally done right through here. Same thing, again, with taxes. If you know you're going to charge them, or if you're not, you can come in here and just set it all up. So the settings are very straightforward. But remember, before you go live, you do want to have your domain name like we spoke about earlier, and you definitely want to remove that password from your store. One other thing that we'll just cover briefly that you'll want to do before you go live to the world is play around here in the Shopify App Store. So one of my favorite things about Shopify is that they have this, and think of it like, you know, the App Store on your Android phone or iPhone, whatever, how you can click a few buttons and just add things to your phone. This is the same thing. You can literally add all these different, you know, call them products or services to your website. So things like email collection, things like order forwarding, things like wish lists on your site, how to edit products, like almost anything. So I'll link to a video on the top of this, and I'll link to a blog post on Dropship Lifestyle also that shares, I'm gonna make a note to remember that, our top 16 Shopify apps. So you can check them all out. Literally, you click around in here. A lot of them are free. Just install them, put them on your site. But that's pretty much the process. And I do highly encourage anybody who's been thinking about this to don't put it off because of the technical side, okay? And obviously this video wasn't focused on drop shipping or how to get suppliers or how to process orders or any of that. If that is what you want and that's what you want to learn, then just go to dropshiplifestyle.com where you could sign up for our dropship blueprint. This is what it looks like. I mean, literally, this is where you learn everything in detail from me through how to pick profitable products to sell, how to do market research, literally step by step, how to build your website in detail with all of these categories. That's also where you get the Dropship Lifestyle Shopify theme, by the way. That's where I show you how to get approved with different suppliers, what to say to them on the phone, how to get gold suppliers, not drop shipping from China, but working with legitimate brands in the States, in Australia, in the UK, wherever you are. I teach you here. That's where I show you how to optimize your site so people actually buy from it. That's where I show you how to get traffic. That's where I show you how to outsource things to virtual assistants and use all these apps. And of course, I have things in here like, our AdWords for e-commerce course, which shows you how to use Google and product listing ads and AdWords to get people to your website to buy from it once it goes live. And also where you get our paid social traffic course to learn about how to use Facebook ads, how to use Instagram, how to use Pinterest. Again, it's all in Dropship Lifestyle. So if you want to know more about that, just go to dropshiplifestyle.com. When you get there, click on courses in the top menu, and you'll be able to look through, everything we have to offer there. But either way, whether you want to dropship or not, whether you're going to enroll with one of our courses or not, which by the way is the #1 course as voted by Shopify, have a little trophy in the other room because of it. But either way, I wish you the best. Hope you found this video helpful. And if you have any questions, and you're part of Dropship Lifestyle, definitely email them in so we can help you directly. If not, feel free to leave a comment below this video. And yeah, that's it, guys. Check out dropshiplifestyle.com. Let me know your feedback in the comments, and definitely subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. So that being said, I'm signing off for today, and I'll see you next week for Dropship Weekly. Bye.